Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is February 29th, 2024. There's our flag, guys. We're marching right through time. Oh, it's going to be a good day. I've got a counseling appointment, a psychiatrist appointment. I'm going to lunch with Rob, one of my buddies, and been working on my taxes, getting those done. And I'm excited. So I've been working, I signed the incorporation papers on March 28th, March 28th, 2022. So that's almost 2 years now that I've been working on my tax strategy plan. No one understands it yet, which has been a huge problem. But I've had a great 2 years. We've done a lot of fun family stuff and raised the kids, and the company is still moving along. And that, I believe, is why this whole thing works, is because stock ownership is about the future profits, and whether or not people get it today, they will eventually. So, and it's about paying taxes. What is the easiest way to pay taxes? Don't create expenses. So that's what we're gonna do. It'll be interesting. Yesterday went really well. Sales Mastery was great. Created a whole blog on it, and YouTube video. And so now my goal is to show that to people and show them how we're all leveraging the exact same time. And I think that's one of the hardest things for people to wrap their mind around, is this concept of we all share the exact same time with everyone on the face of the universe. Which, what that means is, if you did not sell someone today, you can never go back and sell them today. If you did not help them today, you can never go back and help them today. So, it's interesting. I'm working on my taxes, so I'm going to put together what has been my tax strategy plan the last 2 years, what I've been trying to accomplish, so I can show everybody, hey, I'm not just randomly making decisions on how to live my life. I'm being very cognizant of every decision I make. The smaller decisions, the less important. My opinion is, if the decision is going to affect something in the next, let's say 3 weeks, doesn't matter. If it's going to be forgotten within 3 weeks, the decision is irrelevant. What matters is, how are we building and designing our life to accomplish what you want to accomplish in it. That's why I believe tax strategy is such an important and personal thing. It's because it's about making decisions every single day. It's about making decisions on who you want to be, where you want to be, how you want to be, the money you want to make, the impact you want to make, the family you want to have, the life you want to live, all of that. Because our options are endless. A lot of times it doesn't feel that way, but they really are. And time is going to keep marching right along. People think, oh, what's going to happen because the flow of cash, I believe, is stopping. And I believe it's stopping because virtual businesses make it so everybody's paying every month for the exact same thing rather than buying it and owning it once, which good for them, good for their business model. But that creates all these new expenses that eat away at people's ability to save and invest. And with inflation, now they can't even afford food, but time doesn't stop. It's like, okay, so let's pretend you have $0 in your bank account. Is time gonna stop? What happens tomorrow? You have to figure that out. That is life. And that's part of tax strategy. It's understanding, where am I at today? Where do I want to be? And how am I going to get there? So, it should be interesting. It should be fun to see. Anyways, that's my update. I'm planning to record my doctor appointments or counseling appointments today. And this is where I'm willing to live my life unlike anyone else's through complete transparency. But my family is not. My wife is not, and my extended family is not. And so, while I'm willing to, they are not. That's been one of the really hard things about this journey is, how do I create the world I want to live in while operating within the boundaries set for me by the people I truly care about? Because they have choices too. And so that's been the struggle. Struggle is, how do I figure that out? How do I make that happen? The great thing is, morning. Doing good. How are you? Good, thank you. Awesome. Right? Someday soon. But I think that's also the fun of life, is learning to work with other people and learning to accomplish your goals with obstacles around you. Life's not some happy-go-lucky thing that just happens. No, life is a journey. Life's a journey, and every day you take another step through it. And that journey is yours to direct, and yours to control, and yours to focus. So, and that, to me, that's what a tax strategy plan is. The reason I do it through a corporation is because corporations are taxed differently and managed differently and treated differently than individuals. So I currently have myself as an individual. I have Prospecting Done For You as an LLC filing as an S Corp that is owned by me and my wife. And that's how I believe I would encourage everyone, if you're going to create your own tax strategy plan, I would do it as an S Corp rather than a C Corp, and keep it smaller, more intimate, and easier to manage. So I would actually recommend most business owners or people looking at becoming owners, looking at just doing an LLC or an S Corp. C Corp has different, so the reason I picked a C Corp for America's Holding Company, one, I wanted three different class shares. So we've got common stock A, B, and C, and they're each designed to do a different thing. Corporations are the only entity that can have multiple share types. And I wanted to be able to have unlimited owners. S corporations, I believe, are limited to either 50 or 100 owners, something like that. And eventually I want to be publicly traded on the stock market. That's where we're going. Which, for that, it should be a C Corp. So those were some of the reasons I picked the entity type I selected. And what people don't realize is every day you have options of how you spend your money and what happens and where it goes and all that stuff. I've been doing this for 2 years. I have yet to get anyone on the same page with me on what even is a tax strategy plan. What even am I doing? And that's why I create content the way I do. It's because I want to tell this story to people who want to listen. And I have had a very hard time doing it one-on-one. So 1 on 0 and then 0 on 1 eliminates that problem. Again, this is all part of how I'm looking at leveraging real world assets, like me walking down the sidewalk in Meridian, and virtual assets, like this video I'm recording on my podcast glasses. 2 different assets, 1 person. 1 unit of time. Walk is getting me exercise and creating a story, documenting the story. And that's the entire point. The entire point of all of this is for me to role play publicly my life and show people how I live, how I make decisions, so if they want, they can model it themselves, and if they want, they can benefit from the time I'm investing in the world. They do that through getting ownership of that time through subscribing to America's Holding Company. It's all options. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand about what I'm trying to do, is give people options. And then I believe once I get a little bit of success, people will model what I'm doing and create their own versions of it, which to me is success. I will be successful when I am being ripped off and duplicated and people are building bigger and better businesses and holding companies than I am, because that's the entire point. The entire point of all of this is the fact that I can never own more time than the time I already own. So why try? Why try to control and manage time? Instead, my goal is to show people how I'm living life, how I'm building the future, and give them an opportunity to participate in it if they would like. Drop it. Penny. Hey, you gotta drop that. That's not ours. Penny. Drop it. Whoa, nope. That's not a fetch. Come on. I think one of the things people find hard about all of this is understanding that there's nothing I need that I don't have. Like, truly. For a happy life, it is a choice. It is a choice for how you show up. It is a choice for how you think and how you operate and where your home base is. It would be very easy for me to be very depressed. But I don't want to be. And that's a choice. So, who knows? Anyways, those are my thoughts for today. I hope you guys have a great day. And if I can ever serve you in any way, just let me know. We're all in this together. Whether you like it or not, I benefit from your time and you benefit from my time. That's how the world works. Or don't. Depends what kind of person you are. But, anywho, we'll talk to y'all soon.